Gods and goddesses, this is where we see actions of ultimate honor. My name's Inuki, let's get to the fighting. In 5th place, Crazy Talk likes to do battle in a skimpy nurse's outfit, and who are we to question that? This play features a bunch of low health escapes. 4. Feeling in the need for some extreme intimacy, Anvil of the Dawns from off-screen and smashes his head on the keyboard, activating every ability he has. Anher thrusts his lance into Neef multiple times, but she backflips and avoids. Anher directs his rage into a Desert Fury ultimate. Neef unravels and heals from the cobblestone, which gives her enough life to survive another pounding. The last auto attacks missing, scoring her a getaway. All this noise has alerted the neighbors. Callie is the first on the scene and doesn't yet fully understand the 4v1 situation in front of her. Callie sees the World Weaver ultimate miraculously hitting Anher, blood lashing in an instant, but Anher evades with a jump. Team Blue is looking heavily outnumbered, but it's their tanks Ymir and Hades on the front lines. I love this moment from iPoorNoobs playing as Ymir. He waits and times his ultimate so that Sobek would have to take damage from shards of ice or release his lurking in the waters early. The sad lizard man feels left out of the group hug moment from Hades, capturing a total of 4 guinea pigs in his Pillar of Agony. Anher then 1-2s directly afterwards, allowing Rebel Scum Sobek to escape. The lesson here is sometimes the best choices you can make is to not overcommit. Pick your fights. The less of a risk, the better the fight is. This play also highlights that sometimes it's better not to hold back. If Anher released his Desert Fury sooner, he might not have been in the same scenario. Welcome to Zoning and Positioning, courtesy of European Borderland Gaming. Taking the fire giant, and in comes house robot Hades, activating a great initiation, but every escape in the book is used to get out of it, rendering it worthless gaming. On the left, Odin and Vulcan take on Neef and Agni. On the right, Anher and Hercules fight it out in the fire giant room. Hebo reaches boiling point and pretends to look like he was doing something useful by ultimating that wall. Guan Yu and Hades survived to try and escape, however Agni died in Odin's ring with the Raging Inferno cannon of Vulcan. Borderland Gaming, like a pack of zombies, tear Guan Yu to pieces. Hercules' baseball rebounds off Odin's ultimate, which is awesome, but does nothing except aesthetically please me. What worked out great for Borderland Gaming here was Odin's spears, Vulcan's turrets, and even Hebo's river, splitting and disintegrating any chance of the enemy team working together. Birthday boy Matty Pocket and Lasses from Root Gaming show us some brotherly love. It's another save, but unlike the last, they save each other. Anher gets himself into trouble when who shows up but the representative of the lizard folk, Matty Pocket, playing as Sobek. He takes a hit that would have killed Anher and grabs a kill on Neef thanks to the shifting sands below her feet. The shield of prolonged life worked better than expected, giving Sobek enough time to get in front of the next shot. Neef, played by former comrade Allied, backflips out of the tail whip straight into a dash. That was the end of the traitor with the Rebel Alliance, but Odin and Poseidon remain. Matty Pocket thrashes around in his container tank when Anher, the friendly lion who did stick around, throws down suppressive fire, making it too risky for Odin to commit. It's important to look out for one another in the battlefield, and the tank damage dealer relationship is a bond like no other. The use of Desert Fury here had no intention to kill and instead served a different purpose. The Jellycopter in the sky shows how eager Lasses was to help a bro, and I think Tower will much appreciate their marvelous defense. Rasta and Firemancer are dealt a low mana half-health situation against an eager Sobek and Anubis. Anher can only pick one ability and Bacchus too. The cards they choose: Girdle, Belly Flop, Intoxicate, and Freeform No-Stun barrage of Lancers. This drunk puppy begins to run, and Sobek could be mistaken for Team Blue as he tail whips Bacchus right into Anubis' hopes and dreams of escape. Sobek and Anubis were definitely surprised by this play, instilling much panic between them. Not many would expect such aggressive play with so few tools at the duo's disposal. This elegant and graceful Firemancer belly flops his way into second place, and Rasta joins him with his true aim. Shing and Ally take top spot for demonstrating all the new content from the last patch. Ymir blinks through to hell, who cleanses just in time. Frustrated, Ymir bricks off the exit with some outer space lifeform. That is when Nazja strikes with his windfire wheels. If you haven't clicked on already, then Nazja suspends the target up in the air for 4 seconds, and Ymir's Shards of Ice has a cast time of 3 seconds. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the Z-Fighters are prepping a bomb. Did you feel that? Hell may have 2 personalities, but it still only counts as 1. This play reaches top spot mainly based on seeing new content and ideas. From both Shing and Ally's point of view, you can see how tiny the timings are. Nazja even escapes the blast radius if friendly fire was such a thing. A girdle of might from Ymir, 4 good measures, and that wraps this play up with a bow. If you have a replay with one of your top plays, send them in. Check the description and I'll be seeing you next time. For now though, I'm Inuki. I'm going into the jungle. Play for free at smitegame.com.